Hi, Kathy here from Kathy's Cute Creations. Today we're going to be doing block 4 of the hen party. Can you believe it's already April? Let me show you the fabrics I've picked out for today's block. These are the colors for the hen, the fence, and there's a flower in this one. So let me get it over here to the ironing board so I can get it all set up and get it cut out and show you how I put it together. Now this is the color of the fabric that I'm going to make for the fence. I ironed it down. Alright, I have all my pieces laid down, and I have my cloth that I put over the top because I don't want it to burn. And I taped these two long pieces of the fence, and you don't normally iron tape, so by putting this on top of it, that'll keep it from being too hot. And this way, if any sticky residue gets out underneath those fence rail pieces, it'll stick to this here. Okay? Now that's the fence, and I'm going to set that aside now, and I'm going to get another piece out here. Now this black is the eyes, and here's my two little eyes right here. And this is the beak. So you take off, this is double-sided fusible. You take off the bottom part. If I can get my hands on it. And in this case, I don't have a right or a wrong side. And I smooth it down on there. And then I do each of the eyes. If I can break the seal right there. There we go. And then this fabric has hearts on it, and I can see the hearts. So I'm going to put the hearts in the eye, the middle of the eye. There's one. I think the eyes are the smallest pieces, which seem to be the most difficult, but the paper is coming off. There we go. And then we'll do this pink eye right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put both of these underneath my pressing sheet, just like this. And remember now, you want to put your little design, whatever it is, on the wrong side of the fabric, because when you pull off this other side that has the sticky, you'll flip it over, and then you'll have your right side of your fabric showing. And this fusible can actually be iron on. Okay, it's not one of the ones where you have to set the iron and count for 5 seconds, pick it up, count another 5 seconds. That's not the way this one is. And all of them are different, and they've got their directions on their packages. And then I'll just set this aside to cool off before I cut it apart. And I'm going to make the comb for this hen out of this brown color. So the first thing I'll do is, let me find my comb over here. I got everything on my side table so it wasn't on the iron and in the way. But I always iron first to make it flat before I put my comb on there, or whatever you're putting. Let me make sure I'm in the camera here. Peel that, and you can see the sticky residue on here, I believe, if I move it back and forth. Now that I put that, there you go. Now you can see it's got sticky. I'll put it right up here. And to start this one out, I just rub it, and then if I don't like where it's been placed, I can pick it up like this and move it. Because only once I've ironed it is it adhered to that fabric. Okay. Then I'll set this aside, and actually I'll just cut a section off of here. And trying to find my scissors. Hold on 1 second. So what I do, since I'm just using this little piece, is I'll just cut this out to set it aside so that I can cool. Got it over here with the eyes and the beak. Okay, then I won't use this. I'm done with this fabric because I don't want to use it again. Now we're going to do the leaves. And it's 2 leaves. Well, actually what it is, it's 2 leaves. It's these little flower, they're calling them flower bases. They go at the bottom. They cover the bottom of the petal. And then they've actually taken the stems and made them another color. But I tell you what, I'm going to see if I can get this in the green part without that light color. For example, right here is that solid. Up at the top here is the solid. And then here has a white in it because it's sort of like marble colored. And then this here. And I'm going to go look and see if I've got a darker green for the stems. If not, I'll use this. But let me go ahead and get these. And let me see what I have in my scraps real quick. So I'm going to use this green because I think this dark, let me see if I'm, yeah, let me back it up a little bit. So this kind of green here that's in here, let me iron it first. I think that will look real good with the stems. And it's only 2 of them. So we'll do it like this, which will utilize that color right there. And then the other one will come up here a little higher on that fabric, like right here, and utilize that green right there. We'll do that. Okay, now let me set them aside because I don't think I picked out a color for the tail. I have the body and the head, but I didn't get the tail. Oh no, I have the head and the body. I'm going to make the color the same color, but the cheeks I'm going to make the cheeks this color, which is a orangish color, and I'm going to make the body this, and then I've got to get something for the tail. In the picture it's black, but I don't know if I want black, so hold on one second, I'll look at my box again. All right, so I found this, which I think will probably look good for the feathers against the body of this and the feather being this brown. I think that'll work. So let me get those laid out here and cut. Okay, so let's get the body first. So let me iron this. It's not much of a body because she's actually behind the fence. Let's see. So her body, this is the bottom part of her body, and it goes like this. Her top half, and now keep in mind that it's going to go like this when it gets flipped over. Her body goes like that, but you put it like this. So what I'm going to do, take my paper first. Let me try to take my paper first. All right. Oopsie doops, got the wrong piece. Okay. I'm going to go like this on my paper. And I think we'll go like this on my paper. There we go. And I'm making her head the same color this time. Not her cheeks now, because we're going to use that yellow for her cheeks. So I'm going to go ahead and get her head out here. I'll put her head right there. Let's get this. Okay, so that'll take care of that. And I'm just going to cut this section off here so it can cool. I'll set that aside. And then we're going to do the cheeks in this color here. I think this will go really good. There's her cheeks. And I'm going to try to put her cheeks in this dark area. So this is a dark area right here. And this is a dark area right there. Get my cloth here. Okay, and then the last thing we have are these feathers. Oops. There's just 3 of them, her tail feathers. And we're going to do it in this color here. I believe part of her tail feather is behind the fence. Let's get some of these dots in there, which will look good. And where's my third one? Here we go. That dot right there. I hope I didn't get it out of the camera there. But there we go. And that's it. Whoops. I'll just cut this. I'll cut all my pieces out. And then I'm going to lay it out here on my cloth, which is the background. Alrighty, so let me get that for you. Here's what I wanted to tell you. This pair of scissors is my scissors that I use for glue. And you can see the glue, that's the glue residue right there. Now if you want to get that off your scissors, because now your stuff is sticking, take your little bit of piece, take your toothpaste, put it on a damp wash rag, dish rag, rag, whatever. And all you got to do is rub it. And believe it or not, a little elbow grease in there, and it's taking that off. All that glue residue came right off. See that? That's all it takes. At first I tried it with my fingernail to get it off, but that was too time consuming. So I was trying to think what was abrasive, but it wasn't damaging, and that's when I came across the toothpaste. And this side was even worse, this one here, compared to the other side. And then just dry it. There you go. Okay, just a little hint. So, you know, if it's getting all gum, I was having difficulty when I was cutting this last, these squares out because it was sticking. So then I decided to go ahead and just clean them up. All right, so let me get it set up over here at the table, and then I'm going to show you. Here we go. This right here is my middle line. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the fence. I'm laying it now. I'm not taking my fusible off, just so I have an idea, because I got to keep, each end has to be allowed for the, I think it goes like this. The 1/4 inch. Okay, and I'll probably have to, let's see, they gotta go up a little bit. Dewey, crazy boy, what are you doing? Huh? Because that has to cover, let's see, go up like, and down here, I believe. Let me get the bottom of, the body of my hen, because she's in there. Okay, so that has to go right on the edge. I hope I didn't make those too long. Let's see. I can always cut them off if I made them too long. This one has to go down the middle. And this one here on the end. Okay, so her body goes right underneath the fence. Are we back up enough here? Let's get back. Okay, so her body has to go underneath the fence because it's in this frame. Let me move this over a little bit. Take that pen out. Okay, so this has to go a little higher because when her body comes underneath here, right on the edge, her head has to be up. And she's got to be closer to the edge because now her head goes up here and it is above the fence like that. And this bottom part goes underneath. Oh, we need to move this over a little bit more, so because this goes underneath that fence. She lays underneath it like this. And I'm putting this right smack down the middle, which would mean she'd have to go over. So let's get her over a little bit. I need to move my fence a little bit this way. I'm trying to figure out if the flowers, where's my other page? Okay, so it does look like I must need to move these in a little bit because I'm going to have to cut my outer edge, I guess. Because she really is, that is on the middle line. So if that's the middle line, she needs to come over further, like this. And because it has to look like she's behind the fence, but the fence has got to come over further. So I need to cut the ends off here. Now what did I just do with my scissors? All right, so we need to take some off of here. So I'm just going to cut that off. And this off, whoops. Okay. It's called ad lib. All right, let's see here. I don't need that much underneath. I just need to make sure that I need to make this body of her go underneath because it has to cover. And then this has to act like she's underneath. And then this really isn't that far off there. That needs to come down so her head can go up there. Boy, I tell you, that's kind of... Okay. Have I got enough of her head up there? Yeah, I guess so. Her head looks like a darned old egg. Of course, her cheeks will be covering, and her comb will. So her comb goes up here. Her eyes, turn it so that we have, whoops, I got to get her cheeks. Where are her cheeks at? Uh-oh, where did her cheeks go? Where did the cheeks go? Where did they go? I've lost the cheeks. Hold on one second. Here's the cheeks right here. All right, so they go down here on the bottom. I think her head has to go like that. Let's see if it does. Do the cheeks. Okay, I gotta go a little higher and a little down lower there to get her head above that. And there's a cheek. Here's another cheek. Guess I better check, make sure those cheeks are the same size. Yeah, they just didn't look like it. Maybe one's a little bit bigger. I should have cut them out together. Let me trim them real quick. There we go. 1, 2. Where's your beak at? Come on, beak. Where are you hiding? Here we go. Right in plain sight. Their beak goes on there. And an eye goes on there. Whoops, won't let go of me. And another eye. I think those little circle, whoopsie dips. All right, hold on 1 second. No matter how I turn that, I'm trying to avoid these circles which are throwing this thing off. Let's see here. There we go. That might be all right. Bad thing is every time I touch it, it moves on you. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Turn that in there. Put it down there. Okay, so now we need to get her some feathers on here because they're going to go underneath. Where's her tail feathers at? Here we go, right here. Okay, so the biggest one has to go behind here, like that. This one goes up here, which is kind of weird, and then this one goes down here. Well, that's the way it goes. Now this one goes a little bit higher, like that. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to, let's see here. Let me get my scissors again because I think I got to cut the ends off. There we go. See, every time I got to do a little thing, it moves everything, for heaven's sakes. Jeez. Let's see if we can just move that right back on there. Okay. There we go. Okay. And now we got to put the flower. Oh, this will be a trick. Okay, so we have the long vine, which comes up and goes over that tail. And it has to kind of go like this. I think the pictures are a little bit incorrect. Okay, so let me get a leaf now, because it wants one of the leaves going up like this. Like that. And then it wants that great big huge flower, which looks kind of weird. And this one goes underneath here. Underneath there. Well, heavens to Betsy here. Okay. And this flower goes out of this leaf here. Like that. But these flowers are funky wouldn't be the word, man. They are weird looking. So this one is like, they like hug each other like this. Like they're not open. Then it has this green thing right there. Like a heart that covers the bottom of that. This is the flower that's kind of weird. The one that comes off of here. I don't even know what kind of flower this is. It takes this shape. Wait a minute. It takes this one first that comes like off of there. This one is shaped like this, but a little bit down further. And then the other one is shaped where this is shaped like this, but for some reason it's not supposed to be touching that flower, so maybe this has to go a little bit that way because these flowers are not touching, and I don't know how the heck to get that. Those vines aren't big enough, and I cut them out exactly like they said to. So let's see here. What if I took this vine down a little like this and took all of this down and over like that? This thing is the funky piece right here. I don't understand why that has to stick up like that. That's sticking up like that. That is really super duper weird. And then this goes here, which covers all that. It still all looks kind of weird, but that's the gist of the whole thing. So I will get it situated, and then I will iron it down, and I will show you when I come back. I'll try not to make too much of a mess out of those flowers. All right, I have it all laid down. This is what it looks like. And for the life of me, I could not get those flowers to turn out right. I ended up cutting this piece right here a little bit smaller to fit on there. I don't know what that's supposed to be, a cockle bell or something. I have no clue. Anyway, I will go ahead and I will iron this. And then I will put it on the design wall for everybody to see. So there's the April block of the month for the hen party. If you need to go over there and get your free pattern, go to www.fatcatpatterns.com. That's where you get them free every month. And every first of the month, it becomes available for the entire month for free. If you didn't get the first 3 months and you're just now joining me, it would cost you $3 a month for the pattern. After this month, April, it becomes $3 in May. And then May's will be up for free. Every month she gives one for free. Again, it's over at www.cat, the word patterns, patterns.com. Go on over there and check them out. She has some other patterns if you guys are interested in them too. Okay, I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next month for the next hen party. Bye-bye, everybody.